you guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how I get these brows looking like these. They're really not that great, but it's how I get them looking like this. Always get complimented on my brows from people that I know personally, to strangers when I go out in public. Like, they always compliment me on my brows. It's crazy to me because sometimes I don't put that much effort into them, but I'm always like, what? Me? Thank you. But really, they're just a bunch of basic brows. But if you're interested to learn how I do them, then keep on watching. So first I'm going to take what was once clear mascara. Disgusting. And this is just from WetNWild. Any clear mascara will do the job. And I'm just going to use that to brush through my brows. Doing this just kind of gets them all laying down flat and going the same way, all nice and smooth. It also helps tame these beasts so I can do what I got to do. Then I'm just going to give that about a minute or two just to let it completely dry, because if you try to fill these in with like wet mascara up there, let me just say, this is not good, okay? Don't ask me how I know. Next, I'm going to be taking this brown eyebrow pencil. This is literally from WetNWild. Don't make it harder than it needs to be, or more expensive than it needs to be. Then I'm just going to start outlining the bottom of my brow all the way across, okay? Bear with me. And let me just add that I am using a very, 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 very light hand when I do this. I have learned from my mistakes. I have had some really dark, Sharpie looking eyebrows, and it is not okay. Then I also have this little double-ended spoolie here. It's a spoolie on one end and like an angled brush on the other. And I just use this when I need to kind of brush them back into place so they're not going in every direction possible. Okay, now I'm going to go in and do the same thing to the top. And I don't really worry about how they look right now, because the real test is when you actually go and fill them in. That's when you can go back and kind of like adjust the two and get them. But let's be honest, I mean, they're never really twins, okay? They're always sisters. Don't kill yourself trying to make them look perfect, because okay, now once I have the basic outline, I'm going to go ahead and just start filling them in. Once again, a light hand. Can't stress it enough. And I just kind of go in like a light stroking motion. And I kind of go in the direction of my hair. Like that. Really light. And just making like individual strokes. Once I get like towards the front here, not the very front, kind of like approaching the front, I kind of take my pencil and I kind of like lay it down a little flat, not really flat, but you know what I'm trying to say, because the closer you get to the front, the less harsh you want it to be, right? So I just turn it to the side because that kind of allows me to lighten up even more, if that makes sense. Alright, now I'm not done with this brow, so don't be scared, but this is kind of where I put it on pause and I go ahead and do the same to the other. Start filling it in. Oh, and a point that I forgot to mention, but I hope that it's common sense. When you are outlining your brows and filling them in, please go with the shape of your natural brow. Please, just please do it. Now, the point of filling in your brows is to make them look more full, right? Keyword, full. You don't want them being like 10 times bigger than your natural brow, where your natural brow is like this little and you're sitting here thickening your brow up this much, yeah, no. Just don't do it, okay? Please don't do it. Anywho, now's the fun part, the front. I'm gonna take my little double-ended spoolie here and I'm gonna go to the angled brush end. I got this from Sally's. I actually bought like a brow pomade and it came with this brush, and I love this thing because it's just so convenient having them both there. But of course, if you have a spoolie that's separate from the actual angled brush, then that's okay too. I just got this and I've been obsessed with it ever since. So this angled brush here is what I'm going to use to do the front. Again, you want the front to be as light as possible, as natural looking as possible, and this just allows me to have more control over that. Because I do my brows so often, this probably already has product on it, whatever, but if I ever need any more, I will literally take my brow pencil, take the angled brush, and I'll just kind of brush the end of the pencil so that it picks up some of that product. Now I'm just going to take this and kind of start outlining the bottom as well. This just makes the edge a little bit more clean. So now I'm just going to take my brush and just kind of start making light, really light strokes going upward. I mean, really, really light. Then I flip it over and kind of brush it out, because when you brush it out, it just makes it a little less harsh. Other side. Now, at this point, what I'll do is I'll just kind of take a step back, look in the mirror, and just kind of look at them and just go back in with my pencil or my spoolie brush, and I just fix them where they need to be fixed, because y'all know the eyebrow struggle, okay? But it's not gonna be perfect. You know, a lot of people love my brows, but they're never really perfect. You know, I don't really like killing myself going back and forth, like, oh no, this one's too high, oh no, that one's, like, you will literally sit there all day if you do that. So just don't let it bother you, sis. Get them close enough to where they look great from a distance. I'm just kidding, but you know what I mean. And just keep it moving, you know? And we all have that one brow that always, always, always turns out better than the other. Yeah, that's this one. This one always looks better than this one. So, whatever. Then once I'm satisfied with that, I'm done. That's it. So freaking simple. I know a lot of people do that whole outlining with concealer underneath here and above here, but honest truth, I don't do that. I don't want to say never, because maybe if I'm doing like a really glam flawless look, then maybe I will do the whole like concealer thing just so they will be extra crisp. But on a normal, average, everyday, day-to-day look or makeup routine or whatever, I don't do it. It's just, for me, it's just too much. Hell, I do good to get this on, so I don't want to add any other step. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I hope you found it easy. It's pretty basic, but literally that's all I do. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. This foundation trying to play me on camera. Okay.